Hello, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to take a few minutes so I know that I am alive. Thank you so much for being here. Today I wanted to talk about light language and how we can use light language. Okay, yes, I think it's working out. Gracias, Matilde. Thank you so much for being here. I have my cat. I was working on something for the new course, so I wanted to share, and I thank you. I have another session, so I'm not gonna expand too long, and I want to talk about the mathematics of codes. This is how codes work. Look, this is me, and this is what I need to become this. Let's say that I want to manifest a travel, right? Let's say that I want to go on vacation. So this is me. This represents me. And this is my vacation, me going into vacation. So this is the code that I don't need. But every time you guys meditate, integrate codes, you become something else, and you shift, and you no longer go back to the all. Nothing at all. We're always shifting. Sometimes we don't understand or integrate it. And this is kind of like this with the basic apaises. One element that is me that has a new element on it becomes something new. That is two elements together. So how we can do this? We can set intentions in the morning, meditate with codes. So we request, dear higher self, whatever I need for me to shift into this, I want it now, right? I hope that makes sense. I explained a little bit more in the course. So I want it now, instantly integrated, and sometimes we have to do things over and over because let's say that in order for me to travel, Gaia has to support me, right? Because Gaia, it is the planet where I want to travel. So request that your code matches the collective needs. Because let's say that I said, you know what, Source, I want to travel to Disney World. But Source says, Gretel, we do have lockdown. Are you sure you want to travel? Because the collective may not be ready for you to travel with your kids to Disneyland. So perhaps I have to do this and adjust it until I match the correct frequency for me to become the ones who travel to Disneyland. Does that make sense? If you guys have any questions, I may not have a lot of time right now because I'm working in the course and then I'm going to have a session. But in simple way, me, I shift into what I want. Thank you so much, Jen. When I add codes on it, you guys can use the sacred symbology. It doesn't have to be a complicated code like this. It could be something like this. I use a Sharpie. You can imagine this. Be creative. It doesn't have to be complicated. You guys can use the codes that we already know, like the infinite symbol, for example, or basic apaises or sacred geometry. You guys can just imagine it. And let's say that simple practice to use codes. Codes can be used like Reiki on everything, on anything. We have no limit, only the one that we put into ourselves. And I put this because my throat, it felt how do I say that in English? Like tingling, and I put that and it's giving me healing, so I feel the need to cough like because whatever the code that I wrote right here, it's amplifying for me to heal it, it's causing the effect that I cough. So what I do, and this is what I was sharing, it's part of the light language course that is going to start at 20 a.m. Set your intentions. Set your intentions. Yes, Ichitro, thank you so much. Set your intentions with all the time on any time and date that you want, and then in the morning before waking up, before leaving your bed, take 2 minutes to lay down and say, okay, dear source, activate all the intentions that I previously wrote the last full month, and then add whatever I need for the highest good for myself and all for today. You guys could be as specific as you want, or you guys can be as open as you want. But always ask for the highest good of all, because codes of light are of light when we don't have resistance or insistence or how they need to be manifested. When we are open for whatever is meant for me and others. Perhaps I would like to say, I would like to travel to Disneyland on June, but perhaps the collective said no because Gretel is going to have an event in the solstice. So whoever is going to receive those downloads are going to miss whatever I'm going to share with all of you. Does that make sense? So sometimes we don't manifest things, not because we don't deserve them, but just because the collective, hello baby, doesn't require me to do that yet. Like for example, manifesting your twin flame, right? Maybe I'm ready and I said, you know what? I'm ready, I want to have it now. But perhaps he is not ready yet. He's going through things, or it's not time collectively to be together or whatever. So trust that whatever it is happening, it's happening because it's meant to be now. Does that make sense? And if it's not happening, so be it, let it be. Maybe it's going to be transformed because what I believe needs to happen is not what source believes it needs to happen for the highest good of all. Because maybe I'm thinking for me, but let's say the source is like my father, and source will think on all of us as a collective. Does that make sense? So if you would like to, let's say that, open your third eye, perhaps you can draw a code or imagine it and then fall asleep and then set your intention. I would like my body to cleanse my third eye while I go to sleep, so in the morning you can have your normal life. Guys, healing doesn't have to be complicated like the always. I don't have to go through all chakras, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, saying, chanting like language, bush, sage, crystal, command, decree, believe, and it's done. Okay? And codes, it's simple because we don't understand them completely. It's a simple way for us not to use our mind. Okay? Got it? So I'm gonna try to repeat again, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of light language because my throat is asking for it. So, one code represents A. That's me. Second code will be B. That is what I need. The third code, it will be C. That is the combination of both. What I want to manifest. So in order for me to become this, I need this that I apparently don't have, but I do have. The only thing is I don't know that I have it. It is encoded within. It is hidden within, and I need to discover it. So codes, meditation, contemplation, channeling, whatever technique, cards, to pendulum, muscle testing, help us to uncover what we cannot see yet that we already have. And this is what being an alchemist it is. It is seeing the goal we already have when it appears to be normal metal. Does that make sense? So my way it is through codes. I use them all the times in all things. I normally draw them or see them. But any technique that works out for you, use it. Meditation is the easiest way to work with codes. What are codes? Codes are energy pattern codes. I'm not saying light codes, I'm saying codes. Like the money symbol, right? We see it and say that's money, right? I can do a code. Let's say that someone is speaking to me and I said, if I do like this, it's a code that says no, I'm not open to receive whatever you need to have, right? So we use codes all the time. Now, light codes, like the image that I show you that I've lost, it's codes that vibrate in higher frequency that our mind don't understand, our heart and soul, yes, they do, and they represent a new alchemy that transforms us and elevate us into something that is unknown. That's why we don't completely, it doesn't completely make sense, but it doesn't matter because it feels good. It just resonates like, I don't know what is it, but it looks beautiful, it feels beautiful, it tastes beautiful, it sounds beautiful. I just want to have it in my room or in my phone or whatever. Codes doesn't have to be understood 100%. They just need to be felt like love. It's not that, oh, at Tuesday 5 p.m. I fell in love with you. It's not like that. You just feel it that you are in love, like, oh, it's so good. I just want to think on him. I just want a picture. I think of him all day. I think I'm in love. And we all have different forms and ways to feel in love, right? So probably my way to be in love is different than the way of each of you. We don't have to be in love in the same way. We just have to be in love. Whatever being in love represents for us is whatever codes represent for us. I hope that makes sense. Please type your questions. So code is an energy pattern. Light code is a communication system of the light. Where it does come from? From my soul. If my soul has Pleiadian lineage, it may sound Pleiadian, it may sound Chinese, it may sound elemental. Whatever I am vibrating, whoever comes through, all the beings that channel are from my oversoul. I cannot channel or connect with anyone that is not from my soul group because it doesn't match. It's like trying to breach an apple with a squirrel. It can, because one is a fruit and the other is an animal. That is no way, right? So even if things are scary for us, it doesn't mean they are bad. They should be good because our angels and guides open the door for those scary things to come true for a reason. The reason probably it is that I'm afraid, that I practice my intuition, that I practice my calm or whatever. So go for it, explore, right? So codes are a communication system of the light that comes in the form of reading, sound, or movement. They express source through patterns of love. They are understood by the energy, the way they make us feel. This is sometimes we'll have images and things. I'm gonna explain this in another videos. How do I know if it's really light language or just nonsense? You know because you feel it. How do you know if you are in love? You know because you feel it. You feel butterflies in the stomach, you feel chills, you feel like melting, you feel like, oh, it's so good, I love him, right? So it's the same with light language. You just feel it. For me, it feels like an expansion in my back. it does feel like my heart melts into my body. I feel relaxed. I feel that everything goes smooth and gentle, and then I feel huge. And then sometimes after I do light language, I feel ungrounded. Sometimes people message me and I am like, hold on, I need to ground. I just did light language. So if you practice light language, set your boundaries. For example, no one can come to me unless they said who they are, where they come from, what is the reason, and how I get rid of you if I don't like your frequency, right? For example, I'm driving, don't come when I'm driving, or whatever. Whatever are your boundaries, set your boundaries. Be playful, enjoy codes, come from creation. I cannot do any drawings if I'm not happy. I need to have music, I need to be relaxed, I need to be joyful because otherwise I can flow. And sometimes if I'm doing a drawing and then it's not coming the way I want to, I stop and then I put music, I go around and dance sometimes. When I am in my playful side, it just comes true because I was able to do not hold resistance, right? Yes. So once again, one quick tip to the codes, it is I can do it with you in the right now, like 5 minutes if you want to. Before leaving bed, add one code or whatever codes you think you need for what you will need for that day or for that moment. Yes, intentions. Intentions are real at the energy level. Believe me. Yes, they are. Sometimes I surprise about the things that I see that we all have. Probably sometimes it's good that we don't have our third eye open all the time because there are some things you don't want to see or know because it's just the boundary of the privacy of everyone else, right? So let's do it very quickly. We're going to ask for a download if you guys want to for whoever would like to receive. Close your eyes with me. And I'm gonna ask for whoever it is in the highest good to come through today. And I'm gonna ask that whoever is around with this video that please receive just what they need in the now, not more, not less, and that serve all of us as a collective. I'm going to open my channel, and as I do, I imagine that I have a star in my heart. And then I go all the way down through all my chakras. I reconnect my light to the light of Gaia. I greet her, she greets me, and then I go all the way up in the same path, and then I go beyond. I'm going to see quickly a beautiful white light. Then I see the boy, that is the nothing, and then I see the light. Then I'm going to look for whatever it is my place into source. Nishkate kiara soro kora kora kiete ki eshkia nakoro soro kure kiara gana. Greetings. We are angels, and we are the angels of the sound and the music and the celebration. Our job is to adore God, to sing to God. Nirakura sarakura kiara te kiara koshkare kiana. So today we would like to reconnect to the ones that would like to give the consent, and if you accept our frequency of love and light and softly gentleness, we're going to expand our wings of flight. Our wings are pearlescent, luminescent, they spark, and as we tingle, we're going to bathe, cleanse, balance all that is needed to the next life language that is going to be in a form of a shower of light. Nirada sorukura kia te kia shkara kia nate isako iki ishna. Let the light to enter your space. Kishkare kiara tera surara kiara kore ki ishkiana seke ekiate niakua. Smile. Allow yourself to receive just what you need. Ni ashkete ira sara kore ki ishkite iki aska. And place your attention on your heartbeat and allow your light to become crystal from our hands and spiral upward and extended up in another spiral and then go up and down through your head to toe. Nishka teki asakia teki araturu use kiana. And as we increase your frequency, allow yourself to be carried on up into the light, softly and gently as a feather. Vacuuming all the energy that was toxic or negative. Nite eki ashkate ara asaku te eki ashna. Now very gently we are going to ground each of you and set the frequency around so your chakras go back to the normal state. And now request for whatever download that is needed for the highest good of yourself and all. Nishka te ira asako ka te iki ishka. Nihasaku iteki ishki ina. And integrating your code, shifting into the version of you that already owns it. Nite eki ashte esahakite eki ina. We are grateful. Thank you for receiving us into your own temple of your light. We greet you and we bid you. Ni ateki ishkate esako ite ni ha. Please ground. Gently go back to your center. That was lovely. That was lovely. So good. Like feeling in heaven, right? Well, thank you for joining me these minutes that you guys allowed me to share what I'm learning, what I'm practicing, and what I'm working out for the next course. You guys can practice it and go back the ones that just got here and the way that works for you through your own intuition and channeling your own needs. But remember, what you are in the now and where you would like to be, that is a breach. And then with codes, you can integrate and embrace what it appears to be missing. So you shift into a new version of you. For the ones that would like to join me in the new course, is going to start at 28. There are 30 videos between activations and meditations and practices like this, where I explain what course codes are, what you guys can use it, type of codes, how you can open. Doing codes requires to channel your own soul. So we dive a little bit in channeling, a little bit. And this course is for the ones that are already doing codes and would like to go deeper. For the ones that are drawn to codes and would like to do them, whether they are spoken, written, or move. And for the ones that feel drawn to what I do and would like to share with me this experience, and at the same time is going to be the foundation for the next course that is going to be healing with codes. I'm not sure how that's gonna be named, but it is for the ones that would like to do what I do in your own unique way. I share codes through my own learning and my experience. I am dyslexic, so I had to learn by being assertive and by mistake, because everything that I do read, it doesn't translate to me. That's why I'm so creative. That's why sometimes I put spelling things, because I see them correctly, even though it appears to be wrong for the rules of orthography or reading. That's because my brain works different, and this is why I'm able to see codes and channel codes and to do the drawings that I do, because I think it's like my special thing. And this is what I would like to share with all of you. For the ones that already did Guardians of the Light, I add some of those videos, but this is going to be half of it are 15 videos for the Guardians of the Light, but the other 15 are going to be a new things, because that was last year and I already learned new stuff that I would like to share with all of you. You guys can sign up at encodedfrequency.com. It costs 88, I think, with a discount. Any question about what I shared today, please comment, type your question, and then I will go back to you as soon as I can. I hope you enjoy the angels. I'm gonna thank them. They are still with me, and I hope they still are, and with all of you, the ones that would like to have them. Thank you for being here. Many love, light, and blessings. Bye bye.